Masks of Gnarltep is set in the 1920s. We will be using terms and sayings from those times, including some that could be considered offensive. It is not our intention to offend, we merely wish to offer as accurate a view of the time period as possible. Welcome to the Nerds Domain presents Masks of Gnarltep. Join us each week as our investigators follow a path of clues and attempt to save the world from an ancient evil. Starring John Quiett, Jestin, Kimmet, Shirley Niedzwiecki, George Chimples, Jason Hall, and Scott Troiano, with me, Matt Quiett, running the table as the Keeper. Eldritch evils and crazed cultists await you just beyond this music.
Hi everybody, welcome to Nerds Domain Presents Masks of Gnarltep, episode 22! Yay! Yay! Everybody else should be excited.
Yay!
I'm here with Shirley.
Hello.
Scott.
I don't want to kill us all.
George.
Goodbye.
Jason.
We're all gonna die!
Jesse.
It's been fun.
Sorry, Johnny, you're already dead.
Yep.
So, to sum up what happened last time...
now we need to do this? Go ahead.
Yeah, you guys should just go back and listen to Scott lose his mind. I'm sorry, Captain Wilkerson. Scott still mostly got his mind.
Really?
Is that accurate, though?
Just about as much as he came in with.
Oh, go ahead.
So, you guys had about an hour before you had to absolutely leave.
Let's spend that hour trying to make him safe.
About half an hour into that, after you guys have tried really hard, between Professor Wentworth and Mr. Weld, you guys calm him down.
Is anyone going to strike me again?
Oh, they both do.
Great.
Even Miss McCrea gives it a try. Yeah.
While you're down.
Botticello just keeps kicking you in the kidneys for no reason.
He's like, what? I can get free shots at.
It takes about half an hour to really pull you out of what happened to you. And it's at that point that you realize that this has gotten not just kind of serious, but like, you may not come back.
Great.
So,
Can I order like 5 bottles of...
Scotch?
No, more like high-end...
Tequila?
Near Everclear...
151.
yeah.
Ether?
Moonshine?
Yeah.
Are you looking for something to burn?
Yeah, no, I'm going to make improv Molotovs.
Yeah, that's not a problem.
Okay.
So
they're like, welcome to our humble abode. I'm going to be like, hey, burn this shit down.
Bye. Your group of men has found their way there, and they're waiting downstairs with the cars.
Okay. Pardon me.
I'm going to just montage getting into the vehicles. You carve your stick. Got it. I know. You carve your stick. I got it. No, wait. You got it.
I am carving hundreds of little 3-legged swastikas into this thing.
Okay.
Great.
Miser House is about an hour north.
We bring like 5-gallon things of kerosene and shit. I mean, seriously, we're going to drive up and go, hey, so what are you guys doing? And just douse the front of the house.
We've never talked about actually what we're going to do.
Yeah, what are we going to do?
I'm going to describe the house so you guys know, because you could have gotten this information.
Okay.
So, the house sits in a very swampy moor. And it is actually on an island. There's only one way onto the island, unless you go by sea.
Okay. Eyebrows up.
Is this
The
like
problem with
Minute
that
Maid?
is you would have to have arranged a boat, but you might be able to arrange something. And by arrange something, I mean hotwire something.
Right.
Steal it?
A boat?
Borrow, with the intent
Right.
of returning.
Well, we do have
Hotwire
no
or
one has
rowboat?
Commandeer.
So, how would you guys like to approach, and what is the plan?
Do we have time, as a side note, to skip over a hotwire boat, fill it with the kerosene, and aim it at the island to
It's not going to get
edge up as a
Blow up the
distraction?
island with
as a distraction.
No, as a distraction.
Oh, yeah.
As they're coming from the back of the island.
You're
Something's
gonna
on
lose,
fire.
You're going to lose 2 guys from your assault force to do that.
Like lose them.
Well, no,
they're
no.
going
So
to die
here's
on
the
the boat.
question:
No, lose them like
Before we do that, so this is the conversation I want to have. Are we going to go in there? So the way I see it is, there's possibly 2 options. We, the 5 of us, go in and say, "Hey, howdy! We're responding to your invitation. We brought some weapons, but that's because we're just cautious. But what did you want to talk about?" And while we're doing that, the other guys coming on boats or coming from behind and trying to infiltrate and do things while we're in the inner sanctum. Or are we just going to go in with all the guys and just be like, we're just going to shoot the crap out of all of you.
I vote with the second option. I plan on kicking down a door and hitting people until they shoot me to death.
Yeah, the only thing that's likely to happen from being civil is to get poisoned and sacrificed in the basement.
Well, and my thought is this:
Are we gonna do recon?
are any of the individuals there capable of using a rifle
There, where?
here
At
with
the
us?
mine? Oh
with
yeah,
us.
yeah. They're all.
And as
Yeah,
in a sniper capacity of we start a mile away going anything.
It's nice.
4 step forwards,
Well,
black,
well,
and
two,
just
two things.
Me.
You're going to be in dusk time first.
uh-huh.
Scopes are not the greatest. They're not
Right.
terrible.
Yeah, shooting a mile away in 1929 or whatever,
25, yeah.
accurately.
Right. Well, but
Not
my
gonna
thought
happen.
being
Shooting a mile away now is incredibly...
right. Well, but okay, mile is probably a bit much. But
Yeah.
the idea
Like a
of
few hundred yards.
there might
maybe.
there
could-
obviously
you can-
this is a choke point that they're going to have covered with some sort of
You
armament.
could take out at least the choke point. It's questionable what you can do to the rest of the island. It is hilly,
yeah.
so viewpoint may be a problem. That bridge is going to be easy.
Well, but a number of us are from the Great War, and trench and hill warfare was not unknown to us.
I'm saying sniping
Right.
is going to be
Because-
near
because-
Line
to
of
get
sight
everybody.
to the bridge, and then after that you kind of lose it
Right,
to hills.
and, right, understandable. But my idea is from the bridge to the backside of the island, we literally scour and kill everything from point A to point
Okay.
B.
The
I
other,
mean, that's an option.
the other question is anyone in
All
the
right,
party...
Caesar.
And I'm speaking, I don't know if I'm speaking out of character here, just planning thing, just abstracting this if that's fine.
Good.
Okay. So, the other thing is there anybody who's... My character cannot sneak and has already made it clear in character that he's not a sneaky guy. Is there anybody... I know splitting the party is terrible, but since we've got mooks, is there anybody who might want to try and sneak around the back to try and grab Byrne because we don't know what's going on with him? Or do we just all want to go as one fist of a force and just slam through and just brute force everything?
I say I can't sneak to save my life.
Yes, but from that angle, we take out the choke point.
Okay.
On the other side of the bridge, we do the little misty thing that covers the group of us. that
Only
move.
from
Only-
things that are not of this world.
Yes, it will not stop the cultists from.
Oh, so
seeing
it's
the
not an
ghost
actual
release.
like smoke bomb thing that moves with
There's
us?
still a mist, but people will still be able... It's not so... Or it's still a fog, but it's not so thick that you won't be able to see anything. It's also, by the way, a moving fog.
Right, that will move with us.
Right, so it'll give you some
Cover?
obscuring, but the cultists will still see you. Now, any elder thing, any eldritch thing, they're not going to
Yeah,
be able to
because
see you.
anything that talks to that guy that talks to the gods, they won't be able to see him to tell him where we are.
Right. So that was going to be we go past, we disable the choke point, get on the other side of the choke point, fog up, and then roll from one side of the island to the other, killing everything we
Gavigan.
can.
I can't remember his name.
Yeah, Gavigan.
George,
Yes.
a.k.a. Weld, I'm going to slip you the headband,
Okay.
and I will explain to you in confidence that it is a protective item.
Do you recommend that I put this on now in front of the others, or should I
No.
wait until we're engaged?
Given recent events, I'm going to go with wait till we're engaged.
Very well.
Okay. So, is that the plane you guys are going with?
Wait,
What do
are we
you-
sneaking anybody?
No.
We're all going through it en masse.
Is that?
Are you going... so, once you cross the bridge, is it just the 5 of you?
Oh no, we're bringing the. No,
They are not going to all fit in that
No.
What do you mean?
that fog.
No, that's fine.
Okay. I want to make sure you understand that before you... That's the plan.
They totally don't matter.
Well, but I do want to detach 2 for a boat to the back of the island.
That's fine.
For
That'll happen.
And do we want to
For-
keep one behind for sniping and overwatch as we get the first?
There's actually 2 guys that can snipe pretty well, and you feel confident in them. So
Yes.
you're down to 14 guys going on the island with you.
that sounds like a horribly low number.
I'm waiting for the
down
moment when
4.
they're all turning
I
against
know.
us.
I would have preferred an entire brigade.
Eh.
Yeah, you can do what you can. Is that a plan, or is that?
Yeah, that's fine. I mean,
Yes.
the only thing I can personally offer in character would be going with the assault party. So if no one
Got
else
your
is...
claws?
Oh, I've got those for sure. I've also got a shotgun. Because I brought that with me to England, so I'm
He's Wolverine with a shotgun.
looking pretty weird.
Nice.
It's like Hobo with a shotgun.
So okay,
I'm
then,
the team medic.
then
Like,
we plan that out, and I'm going to ask what happened to me when I put the mask on.
you did a hello, Madara.
He turned into
no,
a frog.
you went comatose while standing up for half a minute. Didn't say anything, didn't do anything, just stood there.
Okay. Then...
And then you went batshit crazy.
Are the spells in the main book or are they in the
I mean,
main
would they
book?
really
Now-
say that in
You don't get
1925?
Well, I mean,
No, the spells.
You lost your marble, sir.
Double
Yeah.
check on the...
So, you're in with us,
Parameters of it.
Botticello?
Yes, I will.
Okay. So you were going to tell us what the other items do. My apologies for not being able to hold my faculties in the face of... You were going to tell us what the other things do?
yes, well, the mask gives visions. The scepter is a magical battery. The bowl, I'm not quite sure of. The mask, from what I've been able to learn, also has benefits to it, but I haven't figured those out yet.
The mask that I put on?
Yes.
Well, I would beg to differ with that.
I highly suggest
we
nobody
also
puts
have
that mask.
shimmering shawl.
Yep.
That wasn't brought up at all.
It's the robe, and it doesn't do anything.
No, the priest robes are separate.
Shimmering shawl. Where did you get the shimmering shawl?
It was a shawl of feathers.
That is the robe. It's in the feathers. The feathers are in the robe.
Oh, okay. And the robes were purely ornamental.
Okay.
I don't remember where I recall this from, but I believe it pertains to the scepter. The words, Naomi, your power is mine.
Miami?
Naomi.
Nine.
I don't know if that was the hieroglyphics that were upon the scepter or what, but you might try saying that while holding the scepter in your hand.
I will give it a go.
Can I do an occult roll for that name?
Yeah.
And what were the... Was that all of the items?
Where did you get that from?
I believe it was the hieroglyphics on the scepter. I didn't write down
Yeah,
where I got it. I just
the
wrote
bowl
down
I
it was
haven't been
kind
able
of
to figure out at all.
The bowl, the mask,
The
the stick.
scepter is from...
What was the other list?
Wait, cross.
The headband.
What does the headband do?
It's a protective item.
How so?
It prevents intrusions into your mind.
That would be nice to have. But,
Oh, sweet.
so
6 for the occult roll.
you also tried the mask?
Yes.
What did you see?
I would like to say it was something that was entirely unholy, but it was the most holy thing I've ever seen. And it was pure evil. I had thought, as I said before, I had fought evil. I had not.
Yes, I agree with Mr. Botticello that no one should put the mask on again.
Well, perhaps nobody should just grab it and slam it onto their face without discussing
The
it.
mask should be destroyed.
I
Why
concur.
aren't we destroying it?
Well,
Mr. Botticello, would you like to recount your adventures in destroying magic items?
Well, the reason why I did so, and I apologize for doing so now, was that I thought that I might be able to gain some insight into the situation we might face this evening.
I wish you'd have asked first.
So do
could
I.
have informed you that it was nothing you would have wished to see.
But the name that rings through from that horrid experience, and I don't know if this means anything to all of you, is Azathoth.
Really? Yours was Azathoth?
You guys can roll.
Hit it!
Pass.
Roll what?
Cthulhu Mythos.
Oh,
I'm sorry, Cthulhu Mythos.
I failed that.
Pass.
Pass.
Azathoth is an elder god. You're familiar enough.
The name of that was in my head was Shub Niggurath.
That is not a pass.
Did yours have... It's best to not talk about this right now.
Did yours have 1,000 eyes and tentacles?
Because I'm here? I think
I
with what we're going to face tonight, we should just lay it all out on the table.
It may be unwise to say the names of these entities.
Why?
imagine...
Names of power.
Yes.
Or so he said.
Imagine an
You said it
octopus that was missing its body.
By the way, I'm
And
gonna write all
then it
these names
had
down for
mouths on its... everywhere. And
That
it
is-
whispered things.
And that is not what mine looked like. Mine was different.
What was the name of yours?
Shub Nigra.
I think you
Mac-
guys are
Maga-
drinking
Mac-
too
Magra.
much.
Before
you
we
need
go
to
to-
stop hitting the bottle.
Try the mask.
No.
You'll speak a different tale.
No.
And no, do not put it on.
We should not joke of these things.
So
Even-
she should try the mask without putting it on.
No.
We are about to go into a situation where we will see things that will test the very limits of our mind. Even discussing what you two have seen individually may put stresses on the rest of us.
Agreed.
We must go in with clear minds and clear heads. I don't
Yes,
think we can
I'm-
learn anything more from
I
this.
might have Ben Best should take you up on that meditation thing.
It's too late, though.
I know. I'm saying it regretfully.
Niambi is a southern and western African goddess. Not a big deal. Just somebody probably that the scepter is attached to originally as part of a tribal magic.
Any sense of any sort of negativity or positivity in terms of...
It's a benevolent god.
Benevolent god? Okay, that's
Yeah.
good enough.
Well, as benevolent as African gods get. They can be a little... I mean, just like Greek gods.
Greek gods, they can be capricious, but it's not...
It's not death and destruction.
Right.
You're doomed.
Unless you're a white guy. Oh.
No.
I am, though.
I'm going to be in the back with the medical kit. If you guys get screwed, I'm out.
Tell her to.
So, you guys arrive.
Yes.
The two gentlemen going to the boat drove ahead a little bit and have their orders.
Yes.
I assume the thing to do is when you see the boat hit the... you'll see the fire off in the distance. When
Yes.
you see that, that's when you...
Yes.
Okay.
We go.
Oh, quick note also, just for flavor thing. I am also... You've only seen me dressed in, my Mandarin jacket
Silks.
thing. Usually in single colors. I am wearing the finest, most colorful, there's all sorts of, it's like a rainbow of colors, very bright and colorful, and gold threads and embellishments, and it looks pretty dazzling. I'm in my finery.
Why not all black?
I can't sneak anywhere.
Well then,
So
not
you're gonna
now.
stand out like a sore thumb.
So,
Does it have Dayglow orange around the pike?
awesome.
It's not quite orange, but it's like a peacock. It's
that's
peacock brigade.
wonderful.
as... Go ahead.
Captain Wilkerson,
Yes.
casting the ritual for the mist would not be advisable before we arrive. I can walk with it, but if anything was to pass through it, it would be ruined, including small things such as bullets. If anything passes through it, the spell is dissipated. If we see something,
Shooting at us.
I shall retreat around a corner while you stall it.
Well, that's not gonna work,
And then I will
right?
call forth the mist, and then you run into it, as long as we're out of sight
Would
of this
that-
creature.
This makes sense. This still has some tactical usefulness.
It does.
Okay. So you guys
Right.
arrive. The gentlemen go that way. You wait. As the sun is crusting and setting and the bright colors begin, you see off in the distance a fire on the other side of the island. You do hear some shouting. You've come close enough that you can hear, but it's far enough away that you're not likely to be seen. The two snipers tell you there are two guards at the door, or at the gate.
Pew pew.
And they are both, 5 shots later, there are no guards at the gate. It's quick, bang, click, click, bang, click, click, bang. I mean, they fire like a sniper should. So, are you going down the rest of probably 300 yards on foot
We should
to the
probably
gate,
follow
or do
the
you want to
tree line.
drive in?
Drive in.
Drive in.
Yes.
Do we have anyone left that's good with drive, or did Byrne go away with that?
I thought I had drive.
No. You have base drive.
I have drive.
Oh,
Do you
yeah.
have drive? I
Excellent.
suggest everybody else lie as low as
Are
they
you,
can.
are you guys, are the 5 of you going together in one vehicle? It'd be a
Yes.
little
Yes.
cramped, but it shouldn't be that
Yeah.
bad.
Yes.
Now, mind you, it's not fantastic. but
I don't care. It's better than 20, right?
The
Yeah.
gate, as you approach, I assume at a high speed, so like 35 miles an hour. That's about as high speed as 1925 gets. The gate is in front of you. You're going to have to ram it open.
Excellent.
Okay.
As he does that, I put the tiara over my head.
Roll your drive.
Ding!
George, we'll talk about
no.
you and what. No, I'm kidding. No, nothing. What?
No.
No?
You'll die in a car.
As
God!
you
That'd be
hit the gate,
hilarious.
it flings open, but the gate swings back and catches one of your tires and causes the car to spin and start to flip. So here's the question for everyone in that vehicle. You can either dive out or deal with the damage of the wrecking car.
I dive out.
Dive out.
What's the roll to dive? at?
Jump.
Oh, jeez.
Don't.
It worked in the past.
George,
I
you're
got-
so good at jumping.
Yeah, right.
What do you mean take the damage?
I will just roll damage and you will take it.
What type of roll that? Like 1d100? Or like what are we looking
Yeah,
at?
I
What's
I
the
would say
general?
at least a D6.
Allow me to state that if you fail jumping out, the car might go, oh.
Yeah, it might roll on top of me. Yeah.
Yeah,
I jump out in the front direction. Oh, that was bad.
No, I'm jumping out.
All right, I'm jumping out.
Okay, everyone that's jumping out, roll it.
If the driver jumps, I jump.
Are you not jumping out?
07. That was a 7 under 25.
Oh my god, I made it. I cleared it.
Yes!
I am not the jumper
Make
this
the
time
jump!
around.
Boom!
I think we all passed.
No, I didn't.
Uh-oh.
It's a 50.
So he goes up in a mist of a different color that you wouldn't have expected to
didn't
come
make it.
from him.
Well, don't worry, the 1920s, they had very good airbags.
Everybody that missed their jump takes 1 point of damage.
Oh,
Oh, lucky.
Yeah. You guys all do jump out of the car. The people that didn't make their jump get caught by a door or a wheel or something as they dive. The car rolls and kind of comes to a stop on its side, which incidentally, the top of the car is pointing to the house, so it might give you a little bit of cover should you need it.
Yay.
The other, I'm going to assume 5 cars. You got 14 people between the 5 cars. Kind of pull up and make a line in front of that car, and they get out on the side away from the house and begin deploying like soldiers.
Excellent.
And then they, without orders from you, begin advancing forward towards the house,
Excellent.
picking off people here and there, 1 or 2 at a time.
Yeah, because they were informed that this is like
Yeah.
kidnapping, and
Yeah. And
did
they're
we
going
inform
to-
them that human sacrifice is a potential here?
I would
And-
assume
yeah.
These
you're
people are
persuaded,
crazy.
You used everything that you could without making it sound so terrible they didn't want to go.
Right. Okay.
well, you could say some of these might be veterans from like India or something. There's thuggy cultists here or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean that would be the kind of thing.
Yeah, when that was
you remember
appropriate,
that,
I'd drop that
story
shit.
about that thuggy thing. Whoa, this is like just like that. So, I need everybody to give me a listen, except Mr. Byrne.
You know, you can stop.
I hear nothing.
Nope.
98 for the
Ouch.
person base, that makes a difference.
God bless.
Nobody?
I came close. I was 1 off.
lot of
You got a
gunfire.
35.
Yeah, and I have a 34. Listen,
We'll give it to Jesse because that's damn close, and that's a terrible listen. Now, Jesse, or I'm sorry, Mr. Botticello, the house, the road into the house is curved around to the right, and that's where the men are going. But off to the left, you hear something, and as you turn to kind of look over there, there's clearly like a bonfire, and you can see the very, very top of what's called a stele, which is that monument that we talked
obelisk.
about. The obelisk.
Are
Just
you
the very
telling
top of
everybody?
it, over the hill.
And I have explained to you that in my dream,
Stop for a second.
he and
Mr. Botticello. You wake up as the sun
Byrne.
Mr. Byrne. You wake up as the sun
I was
crests.
thinking, what?
And you see the sky go the orange and pinks. And you, for a second you think, well, this is a weird dream. And then you realize that your arms are up and chained to some cold stone. And in front of you is a bonfire with men in, you assume men, you can't see their faces. People in robes carrying inverted ankhs on sticks. You're not familiar with the dream at all, so you don't know what's going on. You do see Gavigan standing there. There's probably 6 people dancing around the fire. They're clearly in the middle of a ritual. Like, you've seen enough. You saw what Mr. Botticello did. You know what a ritual looks like. This is a ritual. Although you can roll your occult to see if you can figure out what kind of stuff it is. You know what? I was going to give you the chance to take it up if you succeeded. Trying to be nice.
Point is there for those of you listening at home.
So, you are chained, and it's clear that you're very well chained, and you are stripped to the waist.
Are you screaming?
What do you do?
I do nothing.
Do you look around and look
So-
at the
Yeah,
cell?
I
I've
make
got a-
all the
I've got a
observations that I
question.
can.
Did he hear the explosion?
Not yet. Will you
That's-
hold on?
Because you guys are there and it's darker than I am. Seeing it.
So, on the stele are Egyptian hieroglyphs. You don't... None of them look familiar. Or familiar enough.
I recognize the dog. That bird I've seen before, but it was not next to that plant.
Yeah. So, the 6 people in robes are all barefoot. You can tell from the feet that they're either exceptionally tanned or all of them but one is Egyptian, besides Gavigan. So there's Gavigan and 6 others. They're either exceptionally tanned or Egyptian, except for the one person. And from looking at the feet, because you've got a little bit of time, you're going to guess, that they're all male. I mean, they're big manly feet.
Sure,
they don't look
makes
like
sense.
little petite
Yeah.
things. This is what you're gathering.
Yeah.
The bonfire isn't huge, but it looks like it's been big and has gone down.
Okay.
It's about that time that you hear, like, I don't know, like a car crashing into a gate.
Nice.
And then a car rolling. And you hear some other cars drive up, just barely over the chanting, because the chanting's kind of low, and as soon as they hear the gate and the cars, they start chanting louder and faster, with almost a need to get it done now.
Okay. Now you described me as being chained with
Just
my
by
arms
just
up?
your arms.
Just my arms?
You have enough room that you could drop down maybe 4 or 5 inches. Like, you're not...
Okay.
It's not... They were holding you. You could stand up and have a little bit of leeway.
And the chains are up at the top of the...
No, they're probably another foot up, and there's pythons.
Oh, so there's at most, like, 2 feet of chain?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe a foot and a half on each chain, yeah.
Okay.
Does he then hear gunshots?
Not yet.
Okay.
We're
Just
giving
a
him a
few
chance to
seconds.
react.
Then
At this point, Gavigan he's not paying attention to the scene. He's deep in whatever he's doing, and so are the cultists. This might be a good chance for you to do something.
The only thing I can think to do is attempt to climb the thing that I'm chained to and try to get a better vantage point and start screaming.
Okay. Roll
Mhm.
roll climb. You're going to be at a -10.
Alright.
Okay. So you give it a couple of tries.
Yeah.
The idea does occur to you might be able to pull the pythons out. You don't know how they're in.
Yeah.
But this looks like one piece of stone, so even if they're in well, they may not be in that well.
Right. So I'll give that. That'll be my next action.
Okay. Roll.
Meanwhile, screaming, "Hey, over here!"
Roll
Hey,
your
over here.
strength times 3. And you want to go under that.
Nope.
Okay. So, it's about that time you hear a couple of bangs and realize that there's gunfire over the hill, and you start screaming.
Yeah.
And it's about that time that the cultists stop, dead stop. Not because you're screaming, you start screaming, and then they dead stop, and they all point their staffs at you, and Gavigan points at you, and you hear almost like a thunder, as only I can describe the sky cracking open while you're saying.
Nope.
Roll a d6. What'd you get?
6.
You lose 6
Oh, that's it.
from watching the sky crack open.
That's it.
Yeah.
So, meanwhile, the 5 of you come. Gary, did you?
I will yell to our left. They're at our left, and then I will turn and start spreading that direction.
You guys, the 4 of you follow. The other
I'm trying to get
soldiers
the
are
other
kind of
soldiers
off.
Okay, they don't.
They're kind of too far away, and they're actively engaged in what they're doing. So it's kind of the 5 of you.
Yeah, I just sprint off whether they're behind me or not.
Dude, we need
I
you
follow.
guys.
I will pull my pistol in advance from the party.
I hold both of mine.
If I wing one of you, I apologize. in advance.
McCrea runs back to the cars, hops in one, and drives away.
Mr. Byrne, it is about that time that you guys are screaming. They pointed at you, and
Can you drive us to the left?
screaming?
With a rollover car? No.
No,
There are 5 other cars now.
You hear? Hold on. You
We
hear
can drive through the cultists.
Hold on.
Oh, sorry.
That you hear screaming on either side of you and kind of behind you as you realize you're not the only one on that stuff. You didn't. They're kind of out of your view, but now you hear them, and it's clear that they've seen what's coming too.
And it doesn't surprise me I was told one more for the ritual.
It's true.
I hate to suggest this, but they need a living sacrifice.
Oh my god.
No!
That is some cold shit.
We came to rescue him.
It's for the greater good. Just be glad I loaded blanks.
Yes, but if we kill them, that could be the trigger for that could be sacrificing them.
true.
Okay, come on now.
Gotcha there.
But if we summon the Elder God, maybe they'll like us better.
Oh.
You're okay!
So, as you 5 kind of crest the last hill,
Are we going to drive there or walk there?
I'll drive.
okay, In the
If
car,
you're
that's
just
fine.
like, everybody in the car, I'm like,
That's
all right.
fine.
Well, I'm gonna grab on. They probably have a running board.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you going to FBI SWAT team it?
Yes,
Is it
sir.
right?
So as you guys crest the hill,
Untouchables.
and Mr. Byrne, you see a car come up over the hill.
My heart
by the way,
swells. My heart swells with hope.
You will be
Wilkerson.
making a drive check because this is not paved ground. This is an island with rocks, and it's none of it's good. But hold on,
I'm not sure if I want to be on this guy.
As you crest that hill, you see this crack in the air, and you all need to make sanity checks.
I'm just gonna say I don't see. I'm looking right at that.
Nope.
Damn it.
Nope.
You're a
pass.
soldier. Soldiers take it all in.
Pass.
I fail.
Passed.
Roll a d6. If you failed, you lose one, or if you passed, you lose one.
So the sky is cracking.
Yes.
We have heard his dream.
Yes.
The disc is going under my foot, and I'm starting the incantation.
You can't. Well, okay, that's fine.
I-
You also see 6 cultists and Gavigan. Gavigan is the only one without a hood on. They're clearly deep in a ritual. They are all pointing at this monolith or this obelisk, pointing and
Including Gavigan is pointing.
yes, the 6 of them are pointing inverted onks on sticks.
I want to eyeball just Gavigan and try to keep my eyes just on what I think is the only human being there.
Also, distance.
And I'm gonna try. Yeah, I was gonna say I'm gonna try to close range and shoot him in the
You're
face.
maybe 125 feet away. In the car, you'll get there in a round where you can all dismount.
Yeah, forget
But-
the ritual.
You act like I'm going to stop.
The obelisk.
Yeah.
It's like a standard obelisk. Tell us to jump when you get close.
You're gonna
Slam
ram the
into this
obelisk.
No, I want to ram dickhead.
There are 4
Yes.
people
Around
on the obelisk.
Just ram the obelisk. Knock this thing over. The ritual
You
must
might
be
have
stopped.
noticed that the rest of the party aren't cold-blooded killers.
So,
Right.
here's the order, and I know this is a little different than normal. Here's the order this is going to go in. Drive, fire, melee probably won't do anything, second fire. Or melee and second fire.
Now, my question is, can I fire while driving?
You'll take a negative. Do you want to take a negative?
No, I do
Okay.
not.
So how did my shots go? If I have 6 shots, is that 6 rounds?
You have 1 attack per round, and you have 6 shots in the gun. So on this one, you have 5 attacks per round, and 5 shots, and 3 shots every 2 rounds. So you'll go 1, 2. Next round, you go 1.
This is my
Shotgun.
Shotgun. So I'm using the 2 pistols first.
Okay. So, Jason, roll your drive.
Pass.
Okay.
Yeah.
You do hit a couple of rocks, but you keep it pretty smooth. There's not much you can do to avoid the rocks, but there's a lot you can do to avoid rolling the car.
And you have
Did you mark that?
Yes. Yes, I did.
Okay. So,
I pulled the emergency brake and tail
it
swipe.
looks
all
like
around
you've
the-
got
around
6
the obelisk.
cultists. And Gavigan. Good call. So,
And Gavigan was who I aimed for.
Yeah, because if we could just turn him into fender meat
Yeah, that'd be great.
on
Yeah.
round 1, that would be awesome.
okay, so looking at my list, Gavigan actually goes first.
Wow.
He pulls out a shotgun
From where?
in
His
his
robes.
robes, and as you guys come across, he moves around behind the rest of the cultists towards Mr. Byrne.
We're coming for you, Barnes, eh?
I
Shirley,
will
you
try
are
to kick it if he gets
next.
anywhere near me. Just say
Next.
Okay. Well, at what range are we?
You are outside of the 15, so you'll take George, can you look at that real quick?
Yeah, what?
Outside of range on
yeah,
firearms. Well, she still fires, but I'm not sure. I think it's a
A
half.
character may fire up to double a weapon's base range at half normal chance to hit.
So you can fire.
So is this like D&D where I have to spend an action pulling or
No.
No.
You
putting
are-
away?
I
Okay.
assume you
Guns
guys
are
got in
out.
the car and you were like,
Oh, yeah.
drive.
Okay, yeah, but then if it's my turn, then
You can
I
do
would
it as part of
notice
your
the-
turn. You can
so
do it as
are
part
we
of your
outside the
11 o'clock at
25-foot range?
Half
then?
That's a yard.
That's
So
25
it's
yards.
25 yards.
Oh.
So no, you're actually
Right.
you're still outside of that. You can still fire at half.
What's our range? Where would you put us?
15 yards is...
I'd say
using
30
pistol.
yards.
Excellent.
Oh. Okay, so I put my
Your
know
pistols
what?
away.
Your shotgun might be a better bet.
Hold
yeah,
on.
that's
Hold
what
on.
I was gonna do.
Let me revise that. You're at 30 yards. The first fire. If you want to wait till until the rest of the melee and fire, you'll be at 45 yards. I'm sorry,
Less than
15 yards.
What kind of range do these guns have?
Pistols have 15.
15. Shotguns have 25.
I've got my
The
range
shotguns
as a
go
30.
50, 20, 10. At least that's what I've got.
That's if you have buck in them. She has slugs.
Oh, okay.
You're right, but
I
yeah.
have buckshots.
What's the question, Johnny?
I'm just if you're sure that that's the numbers in the book, I have the
Oh,
question.
yeah, I got it right
The
here.
new character that I have in backup can throw a knife at one range increment, 16 yards at full. I'm just saying,
What's your strength?
16.
-1 for the size of the weapon, so you throw it at 15 yards.
Okay,
I get what you're saying, but yeah, it's still 15,
Yeah.
which is about what you can fire a pistol without any problem.
right. But
So,
I can
yeah.
throw that without any problem. I would think a gun
You have
would
a
be
high
better.
strength, that's why.
Yeah.
Yeah. What'd you get?
I just would have expected the gun
I
to
can
be
throw
you-
an 8.
automatically
Is that
better.
is
yeah.
that half? What are you firing? With the you firing
Shotgun.
with this pistol
Oh,
or the
so
shotgun?
55 is the percentage. I got 33.
What are you drawing?
Except you need half of
So
that.
what?
Okay, well, I didn't make it.
Okay.
Drawing 4.
Yeah, like
Uh,
so.
30.
There's-
So yeah, okay.
It's complicated. Myself.
After Shirley, George,
Yeah.
are you firing?
Yeah.
Do you have a slug?
I use buckshot.
Okay. So you're going to be at what'd you say?
My range increments are 10, 20, 50.
Okay. So you'll be able to fire, but you only do the lowest damage.
Right. And then it says for shotgun rules, it ranges from 20 to 50 yards. 1d6 such targets can be hit. The keeper decides whether the targets are close enough for this rule. So can I?
You can probably hit 3 of them.
Okay.
So
So
go
I can
ahead.
hit 3. So I can roll.
Yep. Okay.
What?
Yeah, I hit.
Okay. Roll your damage.
Do I roll 1 damage for all?
Yeah. Unless you really want to roll it separately, but I don't see it.
I don't care. Oh, except I roll 1.
Okay.
Oh, and everyone should keep track of their ammo too. As a reminder.
Yeah, because I'm going to burn through ammo quickly.
Yeah.
Okay, so they all take 1. Those 3 take 1. Okay. Jason, you don't get a firing because you didn't take the negative on the drive or the firing.
Ramming speed.
That's fine. But 4 of the cultists are going to turn. 3 of them pull clubs. All 4 of them pull clubs.
Yes.
And attack the car.
They're
Hope so.
preparing themselves. The other 2 cultists go. They also pull clubs. Scott,
Yes.
it's your turn.
I have 3 attacks per round
Okay.
with the shotgun.
Okay.
Boogity.
Go ahead.
I'm going to do so.
Who are you firing at first?
Gavigan is the furthest away.
Yeah.
Do I have can I have a shot on him?
He's probably 5 more yards away, and you might
I'm
have.
making 35. That would put me beyond my half.
Yeah.
And I don't want
You
to
can
do
do
that.
triple.
Well, no, I went, so we should have moved forward.
Yeah, this is the second. No, that was the firing round. We're
Oh.
still in the first firing round.
We're still in the first firing round.
Yeah.
Okay, then I have cultists in front of me.
Yeah,
I will put 3 shots at them.
you get 1 shot first. Then we go to the melee firearms round again. You get 1 shot there, and you get 1 after that. They're split up as parts of the round.
Oh, okay. All right.
That makes sense?
So that's yes.
So you'll get 1 shot now, which you can take at that first cultist, and then at the second time you'll get another shot, and it'll be closer. And then the third time you'll probably go well within on Gavigan.
Okay.
Does that make
Then
sense?
yes, on the first one I get the spread.
Are you loading buckshot? Because I thought you were using slug.
I have deer slugs.
Right. There's no spread on deer slug.
Okay.
It's only on buckshot.
All right. Well, then I'm going to aim for one of the cultists.
Okay.
84. Made it by 1.
Wow.
Okay, go ahead and roll whatever damage. Should be like 45d 83.
46.
46. No, that is not slug. That's a buckshot. Should be like a d10 plus 6 or something.
Yeah,
All
are
right,
you
well,
12
then
gauge?
Yes.
It's D10 plus 6.
Okay.
So, I mean, if you want to fire buckshot, that's fine.
But if I fire buckshot, I can hit more than one of them.
Yeah, but if you fire slug, you hit 1 for a lot more.
Yeah.
You're going to hit it for at least
Well, but my
7.
buckshot is 4d6.
That you gotta be within 10 yards though. So.
Oh, is that within 10 yards?
Because you're,
Okay.
you're farther out.
So
Yeah,
this is
no.
1d10 plus 6?
Yes.
8 plus 6 is 14.
On the guy in front,
Yep.
One dead.
Dead.
Blah!
Yeah, no, it's literally like the 300 movie. Like,
Yeah.
boom,
I mean,
his back blows out.
the buckshot at distance, no good.
No good. All right.
Buckshot right next to him, dead.
There's also another rule. Can I
Yes.
help you, bud?
Sure.
Just so we have these things in our heads.
Uh-huh.
There's also a point blank fire rule, which is when you're within your dex, equal to less than your dex in feet, you get to double your shooting. Sorry. You double the chance, not damage, but you double the chance.
So if you're within,
15
Oh,
feet,
well, that
you will
would-
double the
I don't know,
percentage.
good job.
Which means you will hit with
Yes.
this
I don't
pistol.
Didn't think about it till now.
It is important to note that you will still malfunction and not hit on whatever your malfunction is and above. So
Yes.
if the gun has a malfunction of 98, on a 98, 99, and double aught, you still miss. Even if you have no malfunction, on a double aught, you miss. That's it. That's all you got.
Okay.
So, does that make sense? Okay.
Yep.
Good. Justin, are you firing?
I am not.
Just
But can I
mention it.
prepare an action for when something happens? I don't know if.
Oh,
can,
you know what? You're not
delay
firing,
actions.
so it doesn't matter.
Okay.
You're doing your
We will go to the regular
No, no.
round where
Uh-huh.
melee goes. You are close enough that the coldest cannot get to you, but you can still fire again. There's really no chance to do melee right now. So you'll actually melee is going to kind of be out this round,
Yes.
unless you want to jump off early.
I'm
Is
going
this
to
the
jump off
second
when he
round?
makes contact with things, and the car is a little slower, so that
Okay,
way
what?
I'm not.
slower. What?
Is this the second round?
No, when
No,
you
so
physically
first
hit
round-
something,
First
sir,
round is broken down
have
into
this
three
when you
phases.
calculated.
physically hit something, it
Okay.
will slow you down a little bit.
There's
at least.
firing.
I plan on
Have
taking
you
advantage.
ever like
And
sat in
then
a
any
car
extra
made in the
actions.
20s?
So this is melee. Firing also goes off in melee.
They are
if you have
all
more than one
mass.
shot.
I'm
Yeah.
going to try to
And
jump
I've
out.
got,
So-
yeah,
No
more
aluminum
than
back
one.
then.
Yeah, like iron and steel.
Gavigan.
A 1925 car that hits something does not slow down.
Gavigan fires directly into the front of the car.
Okay. Do I get a dodge on this?
Dodge with a car.
No, I mean my dodge like
It's not at you. It's at the car.
oh shooting the engine of the car. Do I roll to oppose him?
You can't really do
Okay.
anything. He hits.
The car blows up. And we all die.
But I say, is this one of those weird English vehicles where the engine's in the back and the trunk's up front?
no.
Give me a drive check.
Is there any way he's close enough for me to kick him?
No.
Op 4. I passed the
Ooh,
flying
nice.
You feel like a belt snap, and the car kind of jerks, and everybody. It's a less comfy ride, but it's not going to throw off anything. But it's clear this car isn't going a ton farther. Not that you need it to.
Right.
So
Unless we're going to do the
I
ramming
just
thing.
needed to barrel ass through the group of cultists. That's all I care about.
Shirley, do you have a second?
'Cause it's better
shot
than your
on-
firearms.
You do have
Well,
a
then
second
I'm going to
shot
pull
if
my
you wanna
shotgun
take
and be like,
Okay.
it.
boom.
So, are you firing on the
Clickety
cultist or Gavigan?
Where are we at?
If there's
We've
one
got-
thing
we're
I've learned
at
from being
15
around this group of
You're at
people,
15 yards.
is that sometimes
15
being a
yards.
rampaging
So
psycho is
then
okay.
I'm within my deck, so that makes
Why would
this,
that
That-
ever
no,
not
it's
be
your
a
Like
dex
you
and
guys
feet.
need some more
Hey
restraint
guys,
in your lives.
guys, hold on.
Okay.
So it's when you're within your dex and feet. That's when it doubles your percentage.
Right now we're at yards.
Your yards still.
Okay.
So are you? I'm sorry. Are you firing at a cultist?
Still letting. Yep.
Roll again since you're firing at a cultist because you need to tell me that before you roll.
Yeah, I'm firing at a cultist. And no.
Sure, quit rolling this dice.
Yeah, those dice are cursed.
George, are you firing again? Do you have the chance to fire again?
I'm using a pump, so now I get one per round.
Jason, you doing anything? Nope. Driving. So Scott,
Power spot
Yes.
into the cultists.
you second shot.
Second shot.
Okay, go ahead.
Hit.
You gonna
That's it.
roll the other percentage? Thank
Sure.
He doesn't
Call it
answer.
even 70.
you. You're firing at a cultist or a Gavigan?
What's my range to Gavigan? I was shooting at a cultist.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your D10 plus 6. D10 plus 6.
Oh, D10 plus
You
6.
can roll G6 plus 6.
Yeah.
9.
Would have rather had the
Okay.
D6.
Not dead yet.
Not dead yet.
And then you have a third shot. Now you are more than close enough to hit Gavigan.
Okay. I'm firing at Gavigan.
Sure.
Hit him.
Okay. Roll your damage. 7.
7.
It hits him, but like displaces. Like the shot hits him straight in the chest and deflects off a little bit. It's clearly hurt a little bit, but not as much as she should be.
Okay.
Do this.
Oh wait, you said 7?
Yes.
Is he wearing any ceremonial headgear?
Nope.
Whoa.
Bubbling up.
So, okay, so Scott, you've taken your third shot.
Second shot.
Second
Second
shot.
shot.
Take your third.
Second
Or,
shot.
No, that was your third shot. Cultist.
Oh, yeah, you're right. That was third. No, go ahead.
And Gavigan took a little bit.
A little
So,
bit.
top of the second round. Jason, what are you doing with the car? Because that's the first question.
I am just going to barrel straight into the cultists.
Into the cultists as a whole. Okay.
Yeah, like I'm going to try to hit them with a different
You realize that when you hit them and they go into the tire, controlling the car is going to go completely out of... Okay.
Basically, I want to...
I just want to make sure you're aware
Pull
of
him
the
over
downside.
and
Well, I'm going to basically aim for the first cultist, like the one he just shot, basically, and just try to slam the car into him. After that, I don't care about the car.
Are you going to slow down after you hit one to let them off?
That was going to be my question. Is he moving slow enough to dismount?
All right, so you need to roll a drive check.
No.
For the record, when we were in New York, you kept calling them psychopaths because they were shooting people. However, you are now
just I was
driving a
talking
car
to
full
him.
of gun-toting guys.
No, I just
and
talked to
gals.
him. Like,
Yes,
the
he did.
one thing I've learned from being around this group of people is that sometimes being a gun-toting psycho is okay. Even if I think these people need a little bit more restraint in their damn lives.
So,
Like, Botticello's he's a lost cause. Everybody else I can kind of
Says
deal
the man
with.
who just ran a bunch of people over.
yeah.
The club-wielding murderous psychos that wanted to
That
sacrifice
opened
my
a
friend
crack
pagan
in the
ritual?
sky.
Yeah.
Tell me how that works.
You'll get one shot this turn.
It's all
And
about
you'll get it during the
context.
first firing round.
I'm killing murderous
Next round, you'll get two
cultists.
more.
You
It's
just
called-
up and
It's
murdered a
3 shots
dude for,
every
like,
round, so
being
go
mad.
2,
It's called
1,
being
2.
psychotic. Being able to justify your actions while seeing everybody else's actions is unjustified.
Says the guy that pushed her into Sir Arthur Conan Doyle's house.
I never said I was justified.
Hey,
Okay.
hey, Justin, I got this mask. You want to put it on again? I just drop it on your face in your sleep.
Oh, that's worse than the glass of warm water.
There's like, ding.
And then you giggle and run back to your bunk. Nothing, Mom. I was asleep.
Yeah, but
Nice.
Guys are
I
horrible.
appreciate you guys vamping for me. Because that's clearly what you're doing, right?
What does
Totally.
what does vamping mean?
Filling space.
Oh,
Oh.
stretch it out.
For the record, I'm looking at all these combat stats. The GE minigun gives you 33 attacks per round. Just so you know.
I was contemplating getting a Gatling gun for my next character.
No.
There's stats here for ship-mounted 5-inch rifles.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Various field and tank guns, 81mm mortar.
Oh.
Hey,
Ooh, we could have mortared the house before we went in.
We totally should have gotten mortars.
Dum, 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 dum.
Next time we know.
Now we know.
so how come
we totally need to get a battle hearse.
There is stats here for BAR, 1918.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, so, Scott,
Yes.
I need to know your magic points.
Why? 15.
Okay.
You're about to be magicked.
Yes, you are.
I believe if you run out of magic points, you fall unconscious, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Really?
However, that's not the intent here.
Oh, well, good.
But
Bring it on.
I'm glad you know that. 15?
Magic boy, 15.
So, okay.
I
Lose
thought he
that
was
much
gonna be
sanity.
magic vampire.
Are you holding onto the magic battery as we do this?
Yes, I am.
Ha! So if we die, at least the cultists will get something valuable off our corpses.
Great.
I also have
We
the
are
mask with
bringing
me.
the ritual stuff to
To
them.
them.
Wait, no, because if push comes to shove, I'm going to
Throw the
slap
mask.
the mask onto his face and be like, shoot him!
Yes. Yes, absolutely.
And for the 10 seconds that it goes catatonic,
No.
we pump him full of lead.
30
Absolutely.
seconds, it'll just be like, oh.
Okay. Gavigan points his...
Onk staff.
No, he drops his gun and pulls like a ritualistic dagger and points it at you. He is enacting a magic spell. This is his magic points of 23 versus your magic points of 15 on a resistance table. He has to hit 95 or below.
What?
Ouch. Do I get to resist this?
No.
Okay.
However, he instilled 10 magic points into this attack because, you know, he has a staff too.
Of course he does.
Yeah, just have
You
a
lose
shotgun.
10 hit points.
Ooh.
You lose how many?
10.
So I basically just flop over.
Yeah, you got the four of you. I guess, Mr. Byrne, you see this too. See, this is why I kept saying not you, Mr. Byrne. The five of you see the dagger go out, and this light. It's like a sickly green hit Mr. Wilkerson almost like square in the eye, and he just kind of shakes a little and drops.
Falls off the car.
He has a laser beam.
Yeah. Clearly, you're not going to take any damage from that because that's kind of lame. But you get run over by the car and die. So,
The look on my face was like, you dick.
no.
Your head explodes like a watermelon.
But clearly, Mr. Gavigan is the most dangerous, and you were the most dangerous with 3 shots per round.
Yeah.
Everybody else needs to make a sanity check.
Great, so I'm at -1.
I don't make that.
We made so
Jason.
many sanity checks at the start.
And Mr. Botticello, if you guys don't get to Mr. Or to Captain Wilkerson soon, he may die before the combat is even
Okay.
over.
Oh no, I'm sorry, I'm at 0.
Okay, then never mind. What now?
Then never mind, just let him be.
Not 0.
Resulting from witnessing
The
murder
-3 is
through our
dead.
human violence.
Right.
Right. This
You're
isn't
unconscious.
human violence.
Yes, I'm unconscious.
Okay.
Yeah. No,
So
I
I failed.
did the math
You
wrong.
can't
Yeah,
hit
I'm-
once?
What?
yeah.
It's not because it was murder. It's
Ever?
because it was mass.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What is it? What am I doing?
that's actually
Sanity.
pretty good.
I was told it was okay, and I was like,
Yeah.
If you failed the sanity, you lose 1. If you succeeded, you lose 0. From watching this
Can I,
clearly unearthly thing.
with my meditation and tiara,
Did
can
you-
I...
Do you want to
I
waste it
failed.
on this?
No, I'm asking, can
Okay.
I use it on something else?
I'll let you reroll on another one, but I wouldn't suggest this one.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
I'm going to dismount the vehicle.
Okay. Okay. Well, can we wait till your
the
turn?
big gun is down.
Yes, I'm
Thank
just
you.
stating. I might not be shooting,
Jason
but
or
I
Johnny.
Because I had another 3
Never mind, I
attacks
did
this
the
round.
math wrong.
Okay. Do you think you were insane?
Yeah,
It was 1 point, dude.
yeah. No, but I'm.
That could be
One,
the
if I
point that
lose one
breaks
more
you.
point, I've lost my 5th within an hour
Oh, this has been more than an hour. This was over
since
the
I
day.
woke up.
How much? Oh, because you lost the 6.
Yeah.
You only have.
I only had 40 when I started my day.
Oh, wow.
He has been hemorrhaging a lot.
Yeah, it's true. It's a good point. Okay,
You're getting
so
used to it by now.
after
would think.
Gavigan, Shirley, now would be the time to shoot Gab.
Okay, how close are we?
You're probably 15 yards. No, probably 10 yards, which is 30 feet. So you could
This is feet, right?
that is in yards. I understand why. It's a little confusing because the range is in yards. The rule about point blank is in feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish they would have put that in yards because it would have been that easy to say.
The problem is, like you said,
Yeah, that's
13
true.
yards isn't really point blank, you know?
It's true.
So I'm pulling both of my pistols to shoot at him.
Okay. You just drop. Y'all just have to drop the shotgun.
Yeah.
Because you can pick it up later
Yeah.
unless you're dead, and then it really doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so you can fire one now, and then fire another one on the second, like in this round, but later. So let's start with your 1917.
Okay, no mind.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 29. So you do a D10 plus 2. 8 damage. That first shot that kind of deflected off of him looks like that was the only thing that was going to deflect.
Takes that one right in the leg, doesn't
Yeah. Yeah. Clearly hits
I
him.
would shoot for their heads anyway.
Well, yeah. You probably can't clip his shoulder. Not quite his head, but that's the idea. George,
Yo,
it's your turn.
um,
You gonna eviscerate a cultist?
I'm gonna how far am I from the mage?
You'd have to run the entire round to get there.
No, I'm still gonna use my gun, I think.
Oh, yeah,
Sure.
then you're within, what did I just tell you?
15.
15 yards.
15?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just shoot. I'm off the car at this point, yes?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay,
Are we
what am I
presuming
doing?
they're still moving forward, or is everybody?
Yeah, I'm walking as I'm shooting.
I'm also walking forward as I shoot, too.
Yeah.
I just don't want to be at 15 yards forever, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I miss.
Okay. Jason, you're not firing.
I'm not.
You're still driving.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you're gonna plow into people, right?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, good point. Roll your drive again.
Pass.
Shit. Roll a D8.
That's how many cultists you kill.
1.
Oh.
Woof.
Okay. You hit one of the guys, but not super hard. You kind of clip him. So,
Is there any chance I could get it? I know.
do you want an action?
To
You go at the end of the
Try and
round.
free.
I don't want to be
Yeah,
like that,
no,
but
no,
you go
no.
at the end of the round.
to try and free myself again?
Are you firing?
No, but I'm getting out the vehicle.
Hold on, that goes in melee. So now we're back to the top of melee, or second shots if you have them. Shirley, you have a second shot, so go ahead and take that.
Look at the death laser when he gets to go.
And you're shooting who, Gavian? Go
Yep.
ahead, roll your damage.
8 plus 2.
10.
Okay. Gavian drops. And
Huzzah!
as you shoot him, he says, "Kill Byrne at all costs," and he drops.
That's good advice. I'm going to do that.
Kill Byrne?
Wait, that wasn't for us.
No.
All right, all right, lads and laddies, it's the Rambo time.
So, as I'm walking and shooting, like, how much distance do I close?
You're not closing a lot.
Yeah, 3-4 feet maybe.
Yeah, 3 or 4 feet. You don't want to run because you're
How
gonna.
far am I away from him?
You're still probably 12 yards away. So
Well,
What does that mean?
has anybody here but me ever fired large guns?
no.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. If you're like running and firing a shotgun,
Oh,
you're
no,
gonna
I have
be able
my
to run.
pistols out.
But even then,
Oh, okay,
then you're going. You don't want to run and do it because it bounces the
I
gun.
know.
Yeah, the system's not John Wooey.
Yeah, no, this
Yeah.
is like you probably jumped off the car and you're walking calmly and slowly and like
Yeah.
dodging and weaving
Well,
a
I'm
little
just
bit.
wondering,
Yeah,
like, how much distance does that close?
probably 2 yards,
Okay.
which is like 6 feet. So I mean, it's not a
It's-
ton.
Yeah,
Two
I
full
just wanted
steps.
to
Yeah.
gauge, like,
So George, do you have a second fire?
No,
Do you want to jump off the car?
I already did.
Okay,
Right there.
I thought so. Yeah, Jason, you have now hit someone. Are you going to slow down and take shots, or are you going to keep trying to run people over with a car?
I'm gonna slow down and try to.
I will warn you that, like, even though the rules don't apply to this, if you're going to be running around trying to run people over, you might get shot.
I don't have a high percentage. I'm doing this purely for theatrical reasons. I want to pick the shotgun up off the seat next to me, and as I drive, just be like,
Okay.
through the window.
Okay.
are you driving toward the thing to get?
No, like,
to
I'm
the
like
people?
foot on the brake, like not trying to like go off
Are
into
you
the
firing?
trees.
You're firing at one of the people.
Like like the guy I just hit or whatever. Just
You're
like
just gonna circle. You're gonna circle the group and try to pick them
You'll
off.
be able to fire next round because driving and grabbing
yeah.
a gun's a lot.
yeah.
So
I don't really expect a hit. I'm just doing it for the
Jesse,
theatrics.
you leap off
I'm going
and run down the
I'm
first
gonna
cultist.
try to use the momentum of the vehicle. Did I hear the final
Yes.
words of
Yeah.
I run towards
If
Mr.
you,
Byrne as
if you
fast
want to
as
use
I
the
can.
momentum to the best of your ability, you need to roll a jump. I'm not going to hurt you for failing this. Well,
Yeah, I failed.
okay. You don't go as far as you could have, but
Okay.
you get, we'll say 4 yards, because that's all you're doing is running straight towards Mr.
I am
Byrne,
running
right?
as fast as I can.
Okay. So, oh, I forgot to do them. So,
We're okay with that. Don't worry.
the first cultist walks towards Mr. Byrne, club in hand, ready to strike. Yeah.
Start kicking, dude.
One of them turns on you, Jesse. And wait, where's he at? There he hits.
Can I
you
parry?
You can dodge.
I can
You
dodge.
cannot parry because you're running.
6 times 2, which means I need 24 or under. I rolled a 1. I dodged.
You dodged the crap out of that.
You're all like Matrix slide.
Burn. The third cultist, because one of them's dead, is going to swing at you, McCrea.
Okay.
He misses terribly, and the fourth cultist is going to. You're off the car, so he's going to come at you.
Good.
Misses. Okay, I'm really great with these cultists.
As he swings at me, I holster one of my guns and I pull a knife because if he's close enough to swing on me, I'm going to stab him as I
If
go
he's
by
close
him.
enough to swing on you, you get double these percentages.
Okay.
You should just
You
shoot him in
just say
the face.
goes, bang!
Just shoot him in the
Dead.
face.
Wait till your bullets run out.
I mean, I get what, like,
Yeah.
mentally that makes sense, but
That's right.
realistically, like, you're like 3 feet from him, he's dead.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
What is your gun skill?
65.
Oh, okay.
I'm-
And that's a
wait.
65 for both pistols, so that's actually 65. Because it's pistols that are at 65. And you need to mark pistol if you used it. If you use something successfully in a gun, now would be the time to mark it.
Oh, you're gonna have to give me the 12.
I
So,
just
Johnny, you
dodged.
wanted
mark your
to
stripes?
try and break free.
Oh yeah.
Unless
Roll
the
gauge
cultist
stats.
is now close enough that I
He's
can
not
kick him.
close enough to kick him,
What kind are you
but
using?
he's going to be
Double
close enough
barrel or
next
what?
round.
Sure. Then break free.
Whatever you have.
So
Under-
3
Self-loading?
times
Yeah, that's
your,
where I
hey,
got
guys,
all my guns.
guys, 3 times your strength.
Nope.
No? Okay.
You, are
You will get a
Using
dodge. It's not like
butt
he's just going to beat the crap out of you.
Right,
So you'll
yeah.
have a chance. Little one.
Yeah.
That goes to the top of the round.
Those for the slugs are here.
Gavigan's dead. Shirley,
Alright, so...
you are point blank with this guy.
Yep.
Here's the thing. You're effectively at 130. I'm making that 100 because you can't go above that. So
Right.
if you get below a 20, you will impale and you'll double damage. That's how firearms work.
Okay.
There you go. So roll 2d10 and some change. 2d10 plus what?
4.
4. 8 plus 4 is 12. He's dead.
Like a bug on a windshield.
And the next guy I target is the guy that's going after him.
Okay. You won't
Going
get
after
as well.
Byrne.
It's not as good of a shot.
Right,
Right.
not point
But
blank
yeah.
with that guy.
George.
So this guy, I'm close enough to do my thing now, yes?
Yes.
So I'm going to yell, Claw of the Hungry Lion, and up
Okay. Roll
on
your,
his face.
roll your attack.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. He gets him.
Okay. Did you get under your martial arts?
Oh, sure did, because it's equal
Okay.
to my fist now.
Roll your... Oh, crap. roll double damage then.
Okay.
Well, that's not cheesy at all.
That's just 4.
4? You don't have a damage bonus, do you?
Nope.
You know what? That's the guy that was hurt already. That's dead.
Nice.
So we've got one on Jestin and one on Johnny. And Scott's down.
One
Don't
on
get my shot.
Botticello and one on Byrne.
You can take... hold on. I was just... Yeah. Yes, you're next.
I'll just go for who's ever closer.
Okay. Sure.
The one on him, I guess.
Yeah. Did you get under your shotgun?
Yes!
So it is a D10...
By 20!
A D10 plus 7.
16!
Dead.
It's
Mr. Byrne. He swings.
Uh-huh.
and he misses.
You know what? He hits.
No.
Roll your dodge.
Oh.
DM prerogative right there.
Boom! That's the bird, ladies and
I'm okay
gentlemen.
with it.
Ot 1.
Wait, did he really?
20.
Yes.
21, but yeah.
Hey, good enough.
Right.
He is close enough for you. Oh, I'm sorry, Jesse. You
Because
can
you're all
keep
chained up,
running.
right?
I'm
So it's
trying
just like
to
you just
charge
push your
and
head
get a
inside.
swing
Yes.
in, or I will run
Jesse
up
is
and
going to
try
run up and swing on the guy on Byrne, and misses the
62
guy
under
and hits
69.
Byrne.
I hit him.
And hits Byrne.
Barely.
No, that's fine.
What? So, in your dodge, could you have brought your legs up
Maybe
around
that's
his
what I'm
head
saying.
and snapped his neck?
That's what I want to
Yeah.
do.
What?
I want to like...
Do some Indiana
My dodge
Jones
was
stuff.
I
6.
pulled
You
myself
roll
up
sucks.
and he...
No, it's a plus 1d4. It's a d8 plus a d4.
It's a D8 plus a D6.
No,
isn't it?
it's not.
Why not?
No.
Then
Roll
why
the
is that a
D4.
fair? Oh.
Cheating
I
jerk.
actually did better. 8.
So, but my thought was when Byrne was dodging, could he bring both of his legs up around the guy's neck and just...
No. Now it is your turn. You could kick him.
Oh, was that our one?
Are you going to contribute?
Or was that too
anything
quiet
this
to
fight?
be our one?
My legs malfunctioned.
Yeah.
They fall off to the side.
Top of the round is firing again.
The cybernetics didn't work?
Yeah.
Darn.
Shirley, it's your turn
And
to fire.
then, so how far away from him am I?
You're within the 15, so
You might not even
you're not within the point blank. Ah,
Well, we
roll your
started
damage.
cracking this guy. I don't know what's coming through that.
That's a
Oh,
D.
D10.
I think his
plus
brains
2.
are about to fly all over.
Yeah, that 11 will do it.
She's shooting the guy in
Guns
front of
are
Byrne?
stiff in this
Yep.
game.
Yeah,
Guns
they
are
are.
real.
He's done.
You guys, you hear some firing, and then you hear some more firing, and a man comes running up over the hill. You notice it's one of your guys, and he says, "Captain, there were too many." And like a club comes through his head and like pulverizes.
Like a melon.
Yeah,
Dude.
and like 3 cultists are at the top of the hill.
But all the cultists around the obelisk are dead.
Yes. If that guy ran, like that guy, he was the last guy out of the to run from anything.
Yeah.
If that guy ran, everyone else is probably dead.
Okay, great.
Except for the snipers.
Right, except for the snipers.
We've got a car.
So
Yeah, who are no good to us
We've
right
got
now.
cover. If we can get
So,
to the cars.
who
Get-
wants
get
to
to the
unlock
car.
Mr. Byrne?
I will
going
try.
to wait. No, I'm gonna smash with the lion's claws. Smash at the chains.
Give me an attack. Yeah,
Anybody gonna medical the guy that's down?
yeah. You might want to do that.
You're a big, strong Brit. You
Yeah.
can take it.
Yeah, so on the chains, roll damage.
Did you hit?
Yes.
They just, like, you claw both of them at the same time, and suddenly your arms are free, Mr. Byrne.
Oh, there are other
I go-
Captain
So
Wilkerson.
when I get my arms back, I drop them and I continue the spin. And now I've got chain brass knuckles.
In all fairness, you sure you don't want the shotgun on the ground?
Okay, fine.
Just
I
saying.
do that. I go, yeah. The gun's better.
Yeah, that's.
So,
I'd
are
rather
you
go
guys
with this.
going to stick around and try and fight your way out, or flee?
Wait, are there
I'm
other
still
people chained to the columns?
unconscious.
There are 3 other people. Well, they put you in the car. Maybe.
No, we're on an island.
Oh, you know what? You're unconscious. You don't even know the guys.
I know.
I'm going to attempt first aid upon him.
On him?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah,
Hey,
there you
look
go.
at that. Roll
Got
a
it.
d6 divided by 2.
2.
2 hit points.
I get him back?
Yeah. You're still unconscious.
Well,
I'm still unconscious?
Crab.
Yeah, 2. Put you at still.
What's his name? Yeah, Brains.
Well, you were at
Wilkerson?
0.
Okay.
Alright, well,
I
I'm walking...
removed 0, I removed
Wilkerson.
1. I'm
Oh, okay.
I'm at 1.
Yeah,
Grab
the
him.
darkened.
We need to take him
Yeah.
as best as
How are
you
Yes.
can. On him.
Get him in the car.
What about the
I'm
people
covering
on
the
the obelisk?
guys.
Oh shit! Yeah, you
As
need
they're
I'm
to
just
trying
barely
to, like,
conscious.
get
Okay,
him up and
real,
get him in the car.
real quick, let's focus. Yes.
Am I allowed to talk to my teammates even though I'm unconscious? I mean,
No,
can I
you're
give them any
unconscious.
sort of ideas at
You're
all?
unconscious.
No, wait. He's gonna cut down the other people. You're gonna give him medical attention.
I'm
So we're
covering.
going to cover.
We've already done
Can you guys team up on medical
No.
attention? Because I only need
No,
one more
you
fucking
can't first
hit
aid,
point.
then me first aid now.
All right.
That's your 1.
Sorry, that was my 1. Sorry.
Okay. So, explain this again.
You want me to
What's
go?
your plan? Yes.
Okay. Weld is gonna cut down the other people on the obelisk because we don't know who they are.
That's fine.
You are gonna give him medical attention, which you've already done.
Okay.
I'm
I'm-
covering.
Yeah, you're gonna cover. I'm gonna run for the cult leader,
Okay.
and I'm basically just gonna grab his body and
Drag him into the car.
yeah.
Okay.
And I supply cover fire as well.
Okay. So, you grab the body, drag him into the car. You also help Wilkerson into the car because he's unconscious.
Yeah.
You go to undo the other people and realize it's
George.
going to take you. Or I'm sorry.
I'm trying to
Mr.
smash the
Weld,
chains.
It's going to take you some time. Like the first one you were fine with, but like now there might be some time. So their time might be of the essence. So hold on.
Sure.
The other McCrea and Byrne are covering. So you saw the 3 cultists. They're pretty far away. I mean, you're looking at 125 yards.
Yeah.
That's really too far. And then like 6 more guys show up at the top, and the 3 other guys are still coming towards you. They're not running because they don't see a reason to.
They're doing the Michael Myers. We're gonna get
Guys,
you.
Yeah,
we need
well, I
to
mean, they're
hurry.
kind of hustling, but they're not like booking it.
Firearms or clubs?
Clubs.
Okay.
Yeah. Alright.
So-
whatever.
Second round, because you guys are still kind of just covering and watching, right?
Mm-hmm.
Burn.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I wanna hang
they're
on.
doing 6
Hold on.
feet at a time, right?
It's in my
Walking.
hand.
Yes.
Yeah,
Why?
hang it
Just-
instead of-
I can
Hold
toss
on.
you a pistol.
Okay.
Okay. So you guys get the 2 bodies. Second round, you finally get the bodies in the car. You're good. You have a cultist down, or not a cultist, a sacrifice down. One of them is.
Can you describe them to me, please?
They're nondescript English people. I mean,
Do they look like they've been tortured or starved, or do they look like they've just been grabbed
maybe a little
yesterday?
malnourished, but not starved.
Okay.
Is it, are they all one gender? Is it mixed gender?
It's male and female. 2 men and a woman.
Okay.
I would ask if they're pale and look like they've been like underground for a while, but they're British, so it doesn't matter.
Right. We love our British listeners.
Can I get him in the car in 1 round, or will it take more than 1 round? To get him?
No, 'cause that second round, like I just explained.
Everybody's already in the
Hey guys, so the second round, you got him in the car. Just
Okay.
explain that.
Then I'm going to go help him free
Hold on.
people.
Hold on. Can I finish?
Maybe.
No.
So you guys get everybody in the car. You've cut down the first person. You guys are watching. 5 more people show up on the hill.
So,
So
now we're
3,
at 11.
6, 5?
Yes.
3, 6, 5. So
So
you're
14.
looking at 14 guys.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So here's the question. Third round comes up. What's going on? Are you going to leave the 2 other people? Another round or 2, they're going to be too close for you to get past.
Can I make an occult roll to see if they can complete the ritual with 2 people?
Yeah, go ahead and make an occult roll.
Can I as well?
You're kind of preoccupied.
Can I as well?
Let's pass.
Yeah, you can go ahead.
Pass.
Okay. The ritual stopped when the ritual leader dropped.
Okay.
Now that you've kind of started thinking about that, the tear in the sky is untearing.
Well, I was asking because if the answer was yes, they can sacrifice these people, I was just going to be like, right.
Oh. Okay, so the
I'm
question
yelling at Weld to hurry up,
Does it?
it's going to take you
and everybody.
4 rounds to get them down.
If I help, how much would that reduce it by?
What, you're going to hit it with your stick? You're going to hit
picking?
Good. Oh,
Lock picking.
I don't know. How much will that help? That's all up to you and your rolls.
I will go and
Hold on.
join
Mr. Byrne.
I'm confused about our surroundings because the manor itself is on an island.
Mm-hmm.
The sacrifice is taking place
On that same island.
on that same island,
Right.
behind the house,
Kind of off to the side.
off to
Yeah.
the side of the house,
In depression.
in a depression, right? And
Right.
I know that the car is damaged, but you said they're going to get too close to.
There's only so much room that you have that is good enough to drive on. These are cars that are not built for any kind of off-road. So the cultists are going to clearly cut that off, and there's only so many people you can run over before the car's not going to go.
Okay,
That's what I'm saying. They're going to fill in that area where you can drive. You're unconscious, Scott.
I have a
Sure.
mechanical point
Sure.
for the
Go ahead.
game master. Mr. Byrne has just come down off the obelisk and should be able to see 360 degrees. Could he get a description of the area?
Sure. It's an obelisk. It's kind of in a depression. There's a hill between you and the road, and then behind the obelisk is kind of a little bit of a hill, and then actual water of the swamp.
You missed a detail.
Yes. Go ahead then. Tell him. Which detail?
There's also a boat.
A flaming boat.
Oh, they didn't throw and fire?
The boat is on fire.
I thought they drove the boat over,
You
threw
said-
the
you
canisters,
said we're
and
gonna
set them
start
on
the
fire.
boat and light it.
Right, but you said if you did that, you could
Yeah.
leave 2 men that could drive in and instead throw the canisters up and
Oh,
light
I see.
them on
I
fire.
have to say, my understanding of the situation was the boat would be on fire.
Oh, okay.
Mine
All right.
as
Well,
well.
that's
Mine as well.
okay, and that perfectly fine. Okay,
I
never
thought
mind.
it was set the thing pointed at the island, light the boat on fire, let it hit the island, and then everybody's going to go over and look at that.
Yeah.
Okay.
The other guys were going to set that up.
Oh, okay. I
That's
thought
what
you
they
said,
were
well, it
doing.
would take 2 guys to drive the boat over, and I'm like,
Oh,
well, then
no.
they're not going to set it on fire with themselves in the boat. My misunderstanding.
These
Okay.
guys were pretty crazy. You know, these
Well-
were some of the crazy guys you knew in the war.
Okay, all right. My apologies, because I was like,
Okay,
"There's
no,
a
that's
boat
fine.
you can drive away."
Yeah, no, that's why we were. That's why I wasn't following.
All right.
So does that make sense? The drivable area is going to be cut off.
okay, not entirely, but okay.
I got no problem with mounting you up and go back to the front of the house.
Well, that's the thing. They're coming from the direction that
Of the
we have
house.
to drive.
Yeah, you can drive past them. And
Oh, so they're not on our route.
Yet.
The car took.
yet,
It's
they
like,
will be.
The choice we have is all of us pile into the car now and drive away and just drive around them, and what are they going to throw a club at the car? Who cares?
Yeah.
And get free. But then we're leaving 2 people chained to an obelisk who will
Right.
probably be beaten to death by these cultists.
Right.
I am not okay with that.
No.
Right. We should shoot them before we leave.
Alternately, some of us could leave and some of us could try and do the long shot, save the cultists, and
My
Because splitting up has
save,
worked so
save,
well in the
save the
past.
sacrifice.
okay.
Save
well,
us.
yeah. So I will take my action since they're still out of firing range.
Does this make sense? House, hills, rock. This is where you're like. These are good, viable driving areas.
Yeah.
But this is where all the people are going to be. So you only have a certain area, and they're going to fill that in.
And we can't drive up to the top of the page.
That would. This would be water.
This is water. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry,
That's the
I didn't write that, but that's a good question. But like, this is kind of, and the road goes like that. So you could drive out like that.
I
Does that
understand.
make sense?
I do.
May I add one note for
Yes.
purely comedic sake? I think we should leave one person behind to handle the cultists. Mr. Byrne, you're it. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just.
Because you've got the most. Wait, least hit points. That's the word. Oh wait, no, he doesn't.
No, I don't.
No, Mr. Byrne has the most upfront FaceTime with the cultists.
That's true.
And quite frankly, all
Sure,
he
you
needs,
did already turn sides.
and all you need is a chair, and you're good.
So I've got a big shotgun and someone else with guns trained on them. They have clubs.
Where's the Molotov?
He does.
They would be in the car that flipped over. They weren't
Speaking
lit,
of which,
so it
did
doesn't
the
matter.
So I'm going to start yelling out at the cultists because they're within screaming distance.
Oh, yeah.
We've killed Gavigan. The ritual's ruined. Run now. Maybe the cops. Maybe the authorities
Can you
won't
get this chair like?
won't be able to track you down.
We formally accept your surrender.
Exactly.
After we, one of them,
Good.
like kind of up front, says, "After we kill you, Tufik will reward us as the new high priest."
Shoot him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's first on our list.
Is he an option to shoot?
Not with any. No, you only
Like,
get
are
double.
they all
So
in
no.
a even line, or are they like
Yeah, they're
staggered?
Staggered.
They
They
walk
only
like
need one bullet.
stormtroopers, where they have.
Okay,
Okay.
so
You know what?
top of the third round, you kind of. I've given you a little leeway here, but we got to make a decision. Are you saving
We're
the life?
saving everyone.
I am leaving the vehicle and running up to the.
I'm gonna
The
yell.
cultist?
No, the
Okay.
obsidian thing to try to use
Roll
my
me
lockpick
a
to free
lockpick.
someone.
I'm yelling. You guys go
Yeah, no.
as I strike my
Okay.
guy.
I'm gonna search the high priest.
Is it gonna? You said it would
Big.
take 4 rounds for him
Hold
to
on.
do 2 people, right?
Yes.
So, okay.
I'm looking for anything that looks like obvious magic, like the scepter.
The scepter. There's another scepter, just like the one you have. There's also a dagger, a book of some sort that you'll have to look at, and then his robes might be.
The dagger of eerie light.
Hold on.
I want one of those.
Can Wentworth shoot lasers at the cultists, please?
No.
That would be cool.
No.
Hey, if I'm holding both of these, I've got 37 magic points.
Nice.
It doesn't work like that.
Aw.
You only get the one.
You could just put his knife in your mouth then and just.
I still have 27 magic.
Can I use a War of the Worlds Martian heat ray on these guys?
I'm sorry. He has 2 scepters.
Well, that's a success.
Good.
It's a pair. That's what he used to shrivel Mr.
Not the dagger.
Captain Wilkerson. I'm sorry, yeah. He has 2 scepters.
So can you
Forgot
try
what
to
these
cast
are
that
kind of
spell?
important. No, he can't.
Yeah, no,
chance.
yeah, I don't think I can go. Alright, I'm just gonna wing it.
Just chant syllables until something happens.
Klaatu, Verata.
Okay, hold on. So, you are Mr. Botticello. You are unlocking things.
Yes.
Which you failed at.
Yes.
You have another round, Mr. Weld. You have another round to cut down one of the cultists. And-
Sacrifices. We keep saying cult.
Or, yeah, you're right. Sacrifice.
These poor sacrifices.
Mr. Professor Wentworth, what are you doing? You're searching.
I'm taking everything this guy's got of value.
And Mr. Byrne and Miss McCrea, you're covering.
You're looting the corpse.
Yes.
4th round.
If he's got pocket
You
change,
cut
it's
down,
mine.
Mr. Weld, you cut down your cultist, or your sacrifice.
Are these
So
people
there's
conscious?
still 1
Yes.
left.
Okay, I'm still screaming, go, 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 to the rest of the group.
Okay. Mr. Botticello, you want to go ahead and make that check?
I got it.
Okay. Everybody piles in the car?
Yes.
Well,
Does it?
after I take all the guy's stuff, I'm just gonna kick him out.
Can we
That's
all
fine.
Give him a nice shot in the head before we head out.
Wait,
Okay.
with the messed up engine?
Yep.
It'll
Yeah.
get you probably off of the estate, and you can, or to the other cars.
Right by me.
I'm holding on the outside, keeping my gun aimed at the
Okay.
guys behind us.
The 2 of you will be able to take like quick shots as you
Okay.
drive by.
Is the car so messed up that I should take over driving, or we need to? Are we okay?
It's just not going to go 35 miles an hour now.
That's fine.
Okay. I mean, that's the downside.
Okay.
So, you guys turn the car around real quick and drive out as the cultists clearly get close and start to close off. Would Mr. Byrne and Miss McCrea like to take shots at them as you go by?
Yes.
If it's within range.
Are you shooting
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Toxie?
So regular range on whatever gun you want to use.
Can I take a shot?
You're driving, no.
Worked
I would
last
need a
time.
drive
Oh,
check.
they were- well, now it's it.
Oh, yeah, no. Good night.
I dropped him.
Make your drive check. We're looking for dice.
Wait, here's one
Yeah.
of those.
I know I dropped the other one too. Got it?
Yep.
Here.
He hit a stupid rock as I just tried to fire.
No.
Yep, that's what it
No.
was.
So you can make a shot, but you're at half.
Okay.
And everybody is going to take 2 points of damage as you're jostled really bad. You go ahead and take your shot. You'll be fine in the vehicle. You won't take it. You're unconscious.
Oh, thank you.
You're on a limp.
I hit.
Yeah, I just
Okay.
rolled with it.
Okay. You hit one of them like in the leg and they drop, and then as you take that shot, the car jostles really hard, and you crack your head and you're out.
Okay.
Jason, make another drive check. I assume you're driving as quickly as possible.
Fail.
Clearly, you should have taken over the drove.
As you keep driving and you get closer to where the other cars are parked, you hit a rock You hear something snap, and the car kind of shunts to the left and down, and it's clear that maybe the axle broke. And you're close enough you can all run, but you're going to have to carry
2 bodies.
2 bodies.
Alright.
Including the 2
Throw
other
them in another car.
No, they were away.
sacrifices.
Yeah,
Yes, that can help carry the bodies.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
But are we out front now?
front-ish.
So we're covered
Near
by
the
2
other
snipers
cars.
is my question.
Yeah, as well as can be covering...
Well, yeah, obviously we have some
But
kind
they're
of
on
suppression
foot,
fire.
and we had
Yeah.
at least a minute or
No, yeah.
30 seconds in a car.
Yeah, so, I need to know who's carrying Mr. Wilkerson.
Which
I'm on-
one?
Or
Which
Captain
one,
Wilkerson,
Which
I guess
one of
is
the 2 are the heaviest? Which one of you 2?
I have size 14.
And
Size.
I have size 10.
I will pick up Mr. Byrne.
By yourself?
I
2
will
people
try.
can carry.
I'm with Byrne as well.
Okay, so I need you 2 to add your strength.
I have a 14.
I have a 9.
So 23, and you're at 14. You guys automatically succeed. You're at 10.
Size 10.
All right, who's carrying Captain Wilkerson?
I guess I will with the assistance of one of the people that
She's
was
not. And she's not any weaker than Weld.
Well,
you
she's
wanna
got the gun.
What's your strength?
Or do you want one of the cultists or the sacrifices to help?
I'll grab a leg and still point my gun at the guys.
I don't like the way
So
you
you're
say
going to add
cultists, I think.
half strength. We'll round that up to
Bad
5.
guys.
So what's your strength?
9.
So that's 14, and you're at a 10. So hold on.
Plus one of the
Plus
sacrifices.
One of the sacrifices.
Only 2 people can carry.
X sacrifices, please.
Okay, and then one of the then him and one of the X sacrifices.
Yeah,
Yeah.
her half and let one of the
I wanna-
sacrifices do it.
Yeah.
Now they're one of our
If we're going to get a
sacrifices.
full
No!
sacrifice and
Only in your world.
You are a
I
sicko.
can cover.
We should just keep slapping the mask on them until one learns something useful.
Oh, jeez. You're like, we don't know you 2. Here, wear this.
Jason, I need you to roll under a 90.
9.
Well,
Yeah.
that's close. Okay, so you guys make
Well, I saw 9 zeros.
make it to the other car and drive away quickly. Back out, and I assume you pick up the other 2 snipers. Actually,
Oh,
you
yeah.
probably grab a second car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
I don't know.
There's
Yeah.
8. There's 9 people in this vehicle now. So somebody
Yeah.
else
We
grabs
take 2
the car
cars.
and get it in book. And that'll do us tonight for Nerds Domain Presents Masked Gnarltep. Well, everybody survived. That's
Amazing.
Something.
Byrne is still alive.
Twitter?
surprisingly enough.
Facebook. Go both places. Go to iTunes, and then
Give us a review
T-shirts.
on
Get-
iTunes.
give us a
please.
review, and then you can head over to /loot.com and grab stuff there. We have shirts. We'll talk to you later.
You can-